female Australian team announced for Invictus Games 2018 in Sydney by Jennifer Browning and Jessie Thompson posted June 15, 2018 13:43 and 38 seconds photo. Corporal Sonia Newman has been selected to represent Australia in the 2018 Invictus Games. ABCR Audio Darwin. Jessie Thompson. Map. Australia. Australia's team of injured or ill military personnel and veterans who will compete in the 2018 Invictus Games has been announced at the Sydney Opera House. The Games, known for using the power of sport to inspire recovery and rehabilitation, will take place this October in the harbour city. Wounded, injured and CK veterans as well as serving defence personnel say the adaptive competition helps them overcome their physical and mental challenges. Prince Harry founded the Invictus Games after being inspired by a visit to the 2013 US-based Warrior Games, a sporting competition for ill and injured American service members and veterans. Invictus Games. Everything you need to know. More than 500 athletes from around the globe will descend on Sydney for the 2018 Invictus Games. Invictus is Latin for undefeated or unconquerable. But what are they? In a statement released by Kensington Palace earlier this month, it was confirmed that Prince Harry and his wife Meghan would travel to Sydney for the Games as part of their honeymoon. Corporal Sonia Newman, a servicewoman of 2 decades, will step up to the challenge and compete among 71 other Australian athletes, but admits that challenge can sometimes be overwhelming. Surgical complications cost Corporal Newman her leg and kept her in hospital for 3 of the first 4 years of her daughter's life. It was a dizzyingly quick turnaround for her to dive headfirst into last year's Games just months after having her leg amputated. My boss at the time gave me some paperwork and said, "I think this will be helpful for you." Corporal Newman said, "I think I needed some thing that would give me that extra little bit of push," she said. Corporal Newman said despite taking a gung-ho attitude to the 2017 Games, nerves eventually took hold as she struggled to negotiate a steep learning curve with her swimming. "I just came to the realization that some things were actually challenging for me. Some days it got harder to get out of bed," she said. Having been helped along the way by fellow athletes, she is keen to offer the same mentorship for new competitors at this year's event. Photo. Corporal Newman spends most mornings swimming laps in the pool at the Darwin RMY Barracks. ABC Radio Darwin. Jessie Thompson. It's given me a purpose. A vehicle rollover during a military exercise left Heidi Usen with crippling chronic pain after 13 years in the Army. "My rehab is ongoing. I was medically discharged last year, which I'm still trying to come to terms with. It's been quite challenging," she said. "My injury is cervical disc bulges and muscular sprains and strains to my neck, back and shoulder." Usen, who competed in the Toronto Games in athletics, believes sport is an important part of her rehabilitation, helping to reduce her perception of pain and allowing her to feel connected with others. Photo. Heidi Usen at the Invictus team launch in Sydney on Friday. ABC News. Jennifer Browning. Being a part of the Invictus Games is motivating and inspiring. It's allowed myself and our veterans to be socially connected, and it's given me a purpose and a goal to work towards, she said. It's about promoting sport for recovery. Prince Harry came to Sydney last year to officially launch the countdown, and Usen met the Prince at that event. "I did meet him, but Mum spoke to him the whole time. I barely got a word in, but I was happy to stand there and shake his hand and stare at him," she said. The first Invictus Games was held in 2014 in London, the second in 2016 in Orlando. The third took place in September 2017 in Toronto. Topics: Sport, Defence and National Security. Defence Forces, Australia.